Hi, I'm Edward Pasquale. I'm from Toronto. I play for the Saginaw Spirit, and my favorite hockey player is Cristobal Huet. Well, I try and play as much relaxed as possible. Don't put any pressure on yourself while you're out there. Make sure you have fun. But I'm a butterfly goalie. That's what my goalie coach and I work on a lot. Well, I like to play like Carey Price. He's a young guy in the National Hockey League, and he's really relaxed. He's got a good technique, and I try and play like him, but it's tough because he's so good at it. Yeah, growing up as a kid, I had my cousins my cousin went and played in the OHL, and they used to throw me in net during road hockey. So I was the youngest one. I always had to throw the gear on, and I guess I kind of fell in love with the position after my cousins and brother was shooting on me. Well, they definitely pushed me. Seeing my cousin go through it. He played about 4 years in the OHL, played for 3 teams, and then I'd go and watch his games, full crowd when he played for Brampton. They had I think Wolski was on the team back then, and Torres, and yeah, just growing up watching him play, I was just like, wow, I want to play in this league. This is a great league, and I worked hard at it, and eventually got there. I never had a painted helmet growing up, but the first time in House League when we had to rotate the goalies in and out every week, I remember my cousin had a sweet Simpsons helmet with Bart Simpson, Homer, Marge, Lisa on it, and I just wore that once. I'm like, wow, this helmet's pretty cool. So I felt like I think that was a big thing that I remember back when I was a kid about my equipment. Yeah, we billeted Daryl Boyce, and we only did it for about a year, I think. But he was a great kid. He'd come home from practice. I remember telling all the guys he'd just be so tired, and I wouldn't understand. And now I'm starting to realize, practice is tiring. You're on the ice every day. But yeah, he's a great kid, and me and my brother really appreciated having him around. And I watched him play a lot. Watched him play with the other teammates, the goalies that were there. And now he's moved on. He's in the AHL, and hopefully one day we'll see him in a Toronto jersey. Yeah, and in Belleville, me and Murphy, my first year in the league, we would watch Kevin Lalonde play a lot of the games, and we learned a lot from him. He's drafted to Calgary in 5th or 6th round, and just watching the pro mentality that he had. He wanted to sign a contract, he wanted to move on. So watching him, we learned a lot. Then the next year, me and Murphy were there, and it's 2 good young goalies, and it's kind of tough to play like that when you both want to be starters. So getting traded to Saginaw at Christmas time last year, I think, I had friends in Belleville, but you get traded to a new team, you make new friends, new teammates, and I think it's a good situation for me and Murphy right now. I don't have too many. I wouldn't say I have really any, actually, but I just don't like anyone play with my sticks or my equipment before the game. I kind of sit in the corner and do my own thing, listen to my music, and make sure I'm ready for the game. Nothing too ridiculous or anything like that. Growing up, when I was really young, it was Felix Potvin. He had all the cool equipment. He played for hometown team Toronto, and then I moved on to Curtis Joseph, and watching him play, he's a pretty good goalie. And then Ed Belfour, they're just the guys who played for Toronto. Growing up in Toronto, you have to be a Toronto fan. So anyone who's played for Toronto, I kind of idolized when I was younger. I'd have to probably say Will Ferrell. He's a funny guy. I like to joke around with the teammates, and I'm just relaxed, and he's funny like that. The most played song would probably be, I don't have one in particular song, but Kenny Chesney, he's probably my favorite on my iPod. TV show would have to be Family Guy for sure. With Peter Griffin and Stewie, those guys crack me up every time I watch it. Oh, video game for sure would be NHL '09. Me and the boys, we always have video game tournaments. I always whoop them. Favorite cereal would have to either be Cheerios or Vector.